What's good, y'all? It's your boy Dee Brown, LTD. This is part 5 of how to fix your credit. Um, we went over a lot of things in part 1 through 4. The first thing I want to go over is mycreditsystem.com is what I did to learn and fix my credit. I paid $100 to do so. I did not enjoy paying $100 because I am really, really cheap. But it was great information. And on parts 1 through 4, we watched all these videos on what you should do. So if you did not catch it, please go back and watch those. On here, because I know part 4 may have been a lot of information, we're going to try to break down each one of these different dispute letters. All right. So the good thing about this website is that there's a create dispute letter section, and it'll actually make a sample for you. So if you put your name in here, I guess my phone number's out now, but I don't live in that address anymore, so that's good. So I don't know. There's actually not a house there no more, burned down. So anyway, but if you want to call me, whatever, I'll just change my number. I have this information here, and you can put all your information in: social security number, birth date, everything like that, and select which one of these is what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do a verification letter, who you're trying to send it to, information here, download letter, and they'll actually make that for you. So anyway, outside of that, so that'll help you. All right, so let's go to identity dispute letter. All right, so the first thing you'll need to do is do an identity dispute letter, because before you send anything out, you want to make sure that your information is correct from your annualcreditreport.com and your MyFICO that I've been telling you that you need to please get, download, and all that stuff so you can see what information is correct or incorrect. Identity dispute letter, put your name, address, zip code, date. Who are you sending this to? Which credit bureau has incorrect information on you? Here's the sample letter. I was looking at my credit report. Please put in your own words. I was looking at my credit report. I saw some things was incorrect. My name is misspelled, or this is not my name. And at the bottom, you want to put attached is supporting document to validate my dispute. Please update your records promptly. If you're doing your name, only put your name. Even if you see a bunch of other information wrong, just do your name. Okay? Say, this is my name. I gave you a copy of my social security number, your social security card, and my birth certificate. Please update. And more than likely, they'll do it. Same thing for your address. Same thing for your phone number. Just say, hey, this is not my correct address. Even if you lived there before, like the address you just saw on here, I don't live there no more. I'm going to remove that. That house burned down. All right. So God knows how it happened. So I'm going to say, hey, this is not my address. Please correct it. Any other addresses are undeliverable. It says it right here. I have no access to them. Please remove these incorrect addresses immediately. So this is the identity dispute letter. Please label it identity dispute letter at the top, and go from there. It goes for your employer, address, social security number, name of birth, date of birth, and your name. Please get that handled first. Once all your information is updated and correct, because they will send you back emails and mail and stuff like that. And if you downloaded the MyFICO app like I told you to, then you'll be able to see that. All right. Also, if my camera dies, it just dies. Okay. And you'll still be able to hear me, and you'll still be able to see my laptop. All right. So after that, it really depends on your situation. All right. It really depends on your situation. Most people are going to probably do a debt validation letter. A debt validation letter is a letter to send to the creditor or collection agency requesting proof that the debt is in question is valid and not outside of statute of limitations of collecting the debt. So basically, if you got evicted, you're going to send it to whatever company evicted you and say, hey, I would like to validate this eviction, this debt. And actually there should be something, is there an example down here? So you're going to label it debt validation letter, put your name, your address, the date you're sending it, the people who are trying to evict you or get their money out of you. Be advised, this is not a refusal to pay, but is a notice that your claim is disputed and validation is requested. And if you want to put this Fair Debt Collection Act on here, you can. Please, like I said, put this in your own words after that. Say you have the right to request validation. Please be nice and just let them know this is not a request for verification or proof of my mailing address, but a validation. Please just make sure you don't even have to put that part. Just make sure you let them know that you're trying to validate or verify that this is correct. This eviction is correct. These loans are correct. Whatever you're trying to dispute is correct. You don't need to say, hey, take this off first. You need to say, I need you to verify this. We're not even going to the credit bureaus yet. We're going straight to the horse's mouth. Who's trying to get your money from you? So you're trying to send this to them first, because if they remove it, all good. And if they don't, you got to go through a little bit more and possibly send this to the credit bureau. Okay? So if you send it to the person who evicted you, they say the debt is validated, you can go straight to the creditor and do the same thing. They're probably going to say it's validated, and then you go from there. All right? So now we go into dispute letters. Verification dispute letter number 1. This is my formal written request on the items that need to be investigated. I demand proof, okay? And you're going to put down the name of the account and the account number and provide verification. So you're going to actually list out the things that are incorrect or that you want removed. The account number and all that information will be on your MyFICO app. They'll be on your annual credit report.com as well. So for my eviction, I put the company so-and-so LLC. I put the account number, and I said that, and I put the amount that they said that they wanted, and I said that I demand proof, and I demand that they're verified or removed immediately, as it says here. It will not let me highlight it. There we go. Right there. I demand proof. I'm listing it here. I demand that it be removed immediately. And you sign at the bottom and you continue with your life. Let's see. Part 2, method of verification, dispute letter part 2. This is my second request, and you're basically putting the same information on there, except you're going into more detail, as you can see in bold. Who in your company verified this? How did they verify it? Please provide me with their name and business, and include documentation. As it says, second request. It's basically the same thing. And you're sending it, you want to send this to whoever wants the money, and you also want to send it to the credit bureau as well. You're sending these things to the horse's mouth first, and then you're sending it to the credit bureau. Every time I send my dispute letters, I send it to the horse's mouth, and I send it to the credit bureaus. All right, my letters. And same process. And then you got letter number 3. Wait, hold on. Yeah, letter number 3. So, same thing. This is something else regarding a company or whatever. I'm not really sure, but it's the same thing. You get 3 different requests to dispute each of your items on your credit report. That's why this process is so long, because you get 3 times to do it, and then once you send it, that's when it goes into serious things, violations of rights and stuff like that. This is my 3rd written request, final warning, to intend to do this. This is a little bit angry. I wouldn't advise being angry, but as you can see, this is basically the same as the 2nd letter. I don't know why that middle one had something to do with a company, but this is actually the 3rd time that you send the third dispute letter sent by certified mail, and you list them out again, and then you send it to the horse's mouth, and you also send it to the credit bureaus. Anything else is out of my willpower, because I don't do lawsuits and stuff like that. I've never done that, so I don't want to lie to you all. So those are the dispute letters that you want to go through. Once again, you want to do identity dispute letter first, get all your information correct, name, address, phone number. That's first. Then you want to go into a debt validation letter. You want to do that second. Validate from the horse's mouth, basically who do you owe money to, and then validate with the credit bureaus in these letters and these sample letters that I showed you. And if you have questions, please go to create a dispute letter on mycreditsystem.com. And then you want to go into the dispute letters that we already just went over. After that, there are other things that you can go through that we will not go over because they're not the most common. There's a pay to delete letter. When it comes to pay to delete, I've never been a person that believes in calling to pay to get something off of your credit report. However, I can't lie to you and say that I haven't done it before. I went to a college and I owed them like maybe $500, and I had all these credit cards by then. So since I had all these credit cards, paying for stuff wasn't too much of a problem no more. So I did call and I said, hey, how much do I owe? They said 500 something. I said, well, I don't have 500 something. Even if you have it, say you don't have it. And they said, well, we'll take 200 and something. Cool. And then they took it, and you can ask for verification through an email or something like that, because it's nice to have paper. Or you can just email them, or you can just mail them for a pay to delete letter. I've never done it because calling over the phone for some small debts. If it's a small debt, just pay for it, man, and call it a day. Unless it's not yours. This letter is in response to whatever they sent you related to a debt referenced above. I wish to save us some time. I'm willing to pay this debt in full or a settlement for this debt in return to remove all information from my credit report. Everything I just said is how you can just write it. You don't even have to put all this stuff on here. I will send certified payment in amount of something to the collection agency, basically the people that want the money. And once you do that, you can send that to the credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian, and say, hey, I paid this debt, here's proof, and they will remove that off for you. Me personally, I don't mind you doing this, but if it's a small debt, $200, $300, $400, $500, man, I'll just pay it. Just call over the phone, hey, how you doing? I don't have enough money to pay for this. How much, is there something we can agree to? And they're going to probably want half, and then you can do that. But if it's a big something that you owe, please don't call. Do not call. If it's big and you can't pay for it, do not call. We got to go through this process. There is no calling. Don't screw yourself. All right. Only for small stuff. This is what you want to do. This part, this pay for delete. That's what you want to do on that later. We'll get into the how to remove medical stuff, because I've never actually personally had a medical situation. So this is not my wheelhouse. Okay. So I don't want to lie to y'all, but this website does have the letter for that. Okay. But once again, that's why I say this is how I fixed my credit, because I had a bunch of small debts. I had one really big debt. I had a big one. And in my big one, after I fixed my identity dispute letter and sent a validation letter, I said, hey, this ain't mine. And I said, basically, it's this one right here. This letter, the first one though. Dispute letter number 1. I sent this, and in my terms, I was basically like, "Hey, I'm trying to verify this information. If it's not verified, please remove it." And I said, I did not. Here's how I got them. I said I did not sign anything, and I didn't. I never signed anything for this apartment. I said I never signed anything. Please provide me some proof that that I stayed here. Simple as that. I ain't signed nothing. And when you're sending these letters out, don't. When you're sending these letters out, type everything out. 1 second. I'm good. I'm about to check out too.
Yeah, it's about to check out time. That's all.
Yeah, gotcha. Sorry guys, I've gotta check out. But we're gonna end this video, but traveling and stuff like that. But yes, what was I at? Yeah, don't sign anything. Don't sign these letters. Don't do anything like that. Please type everything out. Sorry for the interruption out there. Kind of rolling past time, trying to help y'all out with everything. Trying to help y'all out with these videos and stuff like that. But please don't sign nothing. Type everything out. If you sign something, they're going to copy your signature more than likely. They're going to slap it on something and say, hey, you signed it here. So everything needs to be typed out. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching. These are the videos to fix your credit and things like that. And if you have any questions, hit me up later or DM me or anything like that. We can go from there. All right. Once again, it's Dee Brown LTD. Deuces.